here what they want is they want to create one application. So they want to provide us one data, and based upon the data we want to create case in our application, like claims entry. Okay, so they have some JSON data with all the things, and then maybe at least it will go to the claimant details. Okay, so in the claimant details what do we have? Save and run. Yeah, maybe they want to provide some claim type, claim name, such these things. Okay, so when they submit it, I think your phone number also we need to give. Yeah, something like that, claim entry and all those things they want it. Okay, so how do we provide this, and how are we going to create a case for this claim entry? So to do this we need, as I said you, right, we need one service test, because on this application only we want service test, because someone from the external application external person want to create a case based on the data given to them. Okay, so what we do now is I want to create a case. So what I do, I'll say case creation is my activity name which I want to create. So where do you want to create? This will definitely create in, if I open here, it will take work class only. Can you see here, work class? Why it is taking work class? Because at the time of creating my service trust, what's the primary source here? Primary class. This is my primary class. Okay, so that's why my this thing also is creating under dynamic keys creation. Sorry, this activity is also creating in that particular class. So click on create it. So when I create and open it, as I said you, right, I need data which is coming from the other application. But where is the data? You need a request, right? So where is that request coming up? So that we didn't add in our application, right? So when you go to the method, I saw post, and in the post we have added activity. So but someone should give some data to this activity so that it will process it, right? So how I'm going to provide this data means using the message data here. So what data you want to get? So how are you getting the data? I am getting the data from a JSON formatted row, and to which property you want to add it, so that you can add over here. So what's the property? So if you look over here, we don't have any property created for that. Okay, so we want to create a property. So how are you going to create a property? Where do you want to create a property? So I want to create one property under work class, because this all things are taken care of work only. So like this is a work class. So right click on this particular class, create data model. Data model, what is this? Property. So I want to create one single page property, single page property here. So I'll say it as claims, create claims. You can say request, response, and all those things also, but I don't want to provide them. Okay, create claims. Create another. So this should be a single page. So where all my properties are there? Where actually which class, which case you want to create? You want to create claims entry, right? So I will provide that particular class over here, so that all the data which is there under this thing will be coming into that. So save it. So I created one property which is request. Okay, I want to create another property called as response. So let's create response also. Response under same thing. Okay, so I'll give it as response property only. So in response, I want to provide. Okay, I think I have to create one class here because I need. Okay, so change it to. Let's see if I have any class. I need one class over here because I want to create it as a page. So when I'm saying page, it should refer to one class, right? So which class will create again? Do you have any class so that I can use it? Okay, I'll use this, and let's see if I can create two properties in that, or I'll use whatever the properties I have in that. So that's okay. Okay, I'll use some primary what do you say, some already available properties in that, or else let me create. This is abstract. Okay, so request, and I took already one class that is called as claims entry, one property claims entry, and once it is properly done, I want this one. So in this I want to create one property, so that this will come in our thing. So what I'm saying here is I'm taking case ID as one property. Okay, so I want to send a response saying that case ID, because I'm creating when I'm creating it, save as, and also I want to send status. So these are the two things I want to pass. So these two properties would be anyways coming into our class, response class. Okay, so response property. See, it's not like every time we use the same thing or we are doing it, right? So it's not compulsory to have all these things also. Okay, if you open this classwork, you have now two properties. Okay, one is request, which is create claims, which is coming from claims entry class. Another is response, which is coming from pension. If I open this, you have case ID status, and here if I open all the properties which are there in that particular onboard, that particular claims entry class, you will have all those properties here. That's fine. Now we got a proper thing now. Okay, so let me close this. Let me close this. This one is fine. Yeah, now we are in the dynamic case creation. Okay, so now what we have to do? We have to create. Assuming that data is coming, right? So data, we didn't add anywhere that data is coming and sitting in this place. So this is the place where we have to add. So create claims I could. So what is happening now? Fallback activity name by I select. Okay, because I selected here fallback activity, it is taking that. Let me create this so that, yeah. So now what happens is, whatever the values which are there now, that would be coming into this particular claims create claims page. Okay, so into this page it will be coming up. Right, now we'll go here. So let me add one comment and save it, because okay, I'll change this usage later. See, this is what we did yesterday, right? Whenever there is no usage given to the what is that, to the activity, it should throw an error. Okay, so it is throwing us an error now. Yeah, custom warnings, right? So now we got this thing. So this is what request. So what I'm doing, I'm going to the post, want to create a case creation, want to create a case using one activity, and then I'm going to the request. In the request tab, what we need to add is, we need to add from where our data is coming up, and we need to map that particular data. So I'm mapping the data to my property called as create claims. You can use these three things. You can use JSON data transform here, use JSON data transform. So for example, I will add here copy claims. Okay, so one copy claims, I'll open it. So when you open this, we need to add a JSON data transform here, copy claims, create and open. and this is the place you need to change or set all the values here. Okay, so you are getting something called as claim type. So that particular value you have to set here. Where do you want to which one you want to set? You have to set to claim type, add element, claim name. So JSON value also you need to give. What is this JSON value? Claim name. Okay, so next what do you want to provide? Something called as, I think claim amount is there. Yeah, so you want to give claim amount. Okay, so next you want to provide plan type, plan type. This is serializable data transform, where data is coming as a JSON to you and you are copying that into our clipboard property. Okay, so this will take, means what is happening now, we are not doing it like what is that, Pega is not taking care of how to convert the JSON data to clipboard. Ourselves are doing it. So for that reason, what we are doing is we are mapping the method using JSON data transform and adding this copy claims. Okay, select a JSON DT if you want to define how the JSON maps to a page input instead of using auto mapping. So for this it will be mapping. Or else if you want to use automatically, Pega needs to take care of it, means you can use fast processing or you can use legacy method, so that Pega will only will be taking care of how to convert your JSON string to the this particular to the clipboard properties. So I'm using this use legacy method for now. Let's take save. Later part we'll see the other one, and then we'll go to the, this is the request, right? So once the request is completed, we need to go to the response, and in this response you can see the codes, whatever the codes you can see. 100 means it is continue, 101 switching protocol, 102 processing, 200 is the one where you are going to create, okay, means it is successful, 201 is created, accepted. So these all things you can see over here. You can use them. Whatever the status code you want to copy, you can copy over here. Okay, so like this, you want to change it, you can change over here, param.status, you can add it, and to which property you want to send, you can send it like this, response again. Okay, so all the response, whatever the response you are writing it, again it will be copying here. So response claims, you can use this. So what it will tell, if you keep over here, select a JSON data if you want to define how the JSON is created from page output instead of using auto mapping, right? Create, and next you have an option called as auto map all data also. Simply it will auto map, or else you can set what you want to add. Yeah, how do you want to, where do you want to provide this? To case ID. Okay, so
అంటే ఇక్కడ ఆటో మ్యాప్ ఆల్ డేటా అంటే మనం ఏమైతే ప్రాపర్టీస్ క్రియేట్ చేసినామో అవన్నీ వచ్చేసాయా?
అవన్నీ దానికి దేనికైతే అంతే ఆటో మ్యాప్. సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్ ఇస్ లైక్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ ఆర్ సేయింగ్ కేస్ ఐడి, రైట్? ఈవెన్ ఇన్ JSON ఆల్సో ఇట్ విల్ టేక్ ఇట్ as కేస్ ఐడి ఓన్లీ. స్టేటస్ అట్లా. Okay, so sometimes your JSON ID will have something else, like it will have some instead of status it will have some result. If you want to store like this, I mean JSON is coming like this, or in the external application it is like result and case ID, but in your internal application those values are something like PYID and status. So at that particular time you have to add all like you need to add manually if your JSON attributes are different. But if it is you want everything to be same, then you can select auto map, then it will directly auto map it. But most of the times what we do is we will make sure that both are similar. Okay, so we'll select this later part we'll use it. Now for now we'll make it as use legacy method and save it. Legacy method no, fast processing. Yes, fast processing or legacy method will take, it's nothing but auto mapping. ఇట్స్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఆటో మ్యాపింగ్. బట్ లేదు నేనే రాసుకుంటా అంటే రాసుకుని మళ్ళీ అక్కడ ఆటో మ్యాపింగ్ చేసినా ద సేమ్ థింగ్ అగైన్. It's similar to your fast processing and legacy method. Right. So now we have the things. Now let's go back over here.